Hello everybody, Please Don't Cry 2 here with you. Thank you all so much for coming by and checking out this video. I really do appreciate it. In this video, what I'm actually going to be covering is the test and the review of the FAL battle rifle. Now, the FAL is actually available through Criminal Activity DLC, which is free right now on all consoles and PC. So if you haven't downloaded that, make sure you take advantage of that. But the FAL battle rifle, now it has been deemed a very powerful gun, and I'm going to go through why it has been deemed that. At first I didn't really understand it. I thought it was, just because it had a really good muzzle velocity and all this stuff, but really what I find out a lot is a lot of people use this in a little bit of a closer quarters, maybe 20 to 30 meters, and that's really going to be the strong suit of this gun. And the reason why I don't really recommend using it past 30 meters is because it has a very high recoil, and the bullet spread kind of starts to get all over the place once you get past that 30-meter range. Okay, but I will go through all the attachments with you. You have your standard scope. I'm going to go ahead with a Cobra sight for it. You have, for the secondary, you have a stock AP tracer rounds, extended mags, or the laser sight. Laser sight is going to help you with hip fire and everything like that. I don't do a lot of that. If you do, make sure you, take advantage of that. I personally think a stock is a better option for this gun, but that's just my personal opinion. And then the extended mag, it's only gonna give you 5 extra rounds in the magazine. I don't think it's really that worth it to have an extended mag over a stock, but if you like it, go for it. AP tracer rounds, that's gonna give us a little bit more recoil, and it's only gonna help us with armor penetration. So there's not that many mechanics typically, and really we don't have any vehicles or anything like that, so it's not going to help us with that. So I'm going to go ahead with the stock. Now obviously there are mechanics on Team Deathmatch, and maybe a lot of them do run that, but I see a lot of operators, things like that, or a lot of enforcers, and the reason for that is because you have the shield on your back, or you operator because you have a med kit. Now some people do really like mechanic, but I'm just saying that I don't think it's a good enough trade-off for me to not go with the stock, is really my point there. So anyway, as far as the muzzle or the barrel attachment goes here, we have the muzzle brake, compensator, flash hider, heavy barrel, or suppressor, which is pretty standard across the board there. We have the muzzle brake I recommend for this gun, or one of the two barrel attachments that you could use, either the compensator or the muzzle brake. The reason why I recommend the muzzle brake is because this weapon has such a high rate of fire, and typically I recommend using it in about 20 to 30 meter range. The muzzle brake is going to be the best for that. Compensator is going to help us with our vertical recoil, which this gun does have a lot of vertical recoil, but it's going to create a little bit more side-to-side recoil. And if you're going to run it around 30 meters or so, or do you want to feel a little bit more all around and maybe not quite as good in the close quarters, but better all around, then I would run with a compensator. Tap fire maybe just a tiny bit with it, and you could get away with that. I have run with both. Now, I don't recommend a heavy barrel because typically that's for more ranged action, and it actually is going to, not really help us much with our recoil action. We're kind of bounce around a little bit. Our suppressor, you can run with that if you want to, because you're going to be in a little bit closer quarters with it. Now, obviously, it's not going to be as close, like a 10 meter, like or so radius, like I would recommend with an SMG. 10 meters is about 30 feet for those of you that aren't in the metric system. 30 meters would be about 90 feet or so. So in about 30 feet or so suppressor, you may be able to do fine in that. I'm not going to recommend that 30 meter range that I was talking about with a compensator or a muzzle brake for it, but you could go with that if you don't want to be on the mini map. And then you have your stubby grip, or as far as your grips go, you have your stubby grip, angled grip, or vertical grip. Vertical grip is going to help us if we're running around a lot, doing things like that. I personally don't think the vertical grip is going to be that good for this gun. I haven't actually used it for it, but I don't really think that it's going to do that great, and I've never seen anybody kill me with a vertical grip on their FAL, so I'm just going to go ahead and nullify that. Angled grip is only going to help us with our first shot initial burst, or I'm sorry, initial recoil. So if you're tap firing with it, it may help a little bit with that, but personally I recommend the stubby grip because that's going to help us out a lot more in the range that I recommend using this gun. Now, I went ahead and actually did some pre-recorded footage with the FAL, and that's what this match actually is here, because I felt like the bank job map was the best to actually run this on, because it could show off the closer quarters action that I recommend using the FAL on. Right now I have the stubby grip on it, the stock, and the muzzle brake barrel attachment, so you can run whatever you want as I described earlier in the video, but these are the attachments that I prefer running in this closer quarters. Now you could go with a compensator if you wanted to, but I feel like this is the best loadout for this gun. But you know, teach their own, as I said. So thank you guys so much for watching this gun review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys hit that like button. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you with this gameplay and let you guys watch it and enjoy it, but I want to just say thank you so much for stopping by. If you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys subscribe. Also, feel free to hit down the comment section below for, you know, reviews. If you guys want reviews or whatever you guys are looking for, make sure you guys let me know, and also let me know if you enjoyed this gameplay and everything like that. A huge shout out to Gaming Kid 92 for going ahead and making that intro that you guys saw at the beginning of the video. So thank you so much for that, and a huge shout out to really everybody that's subscribed for so far. Thank you all so much. It really does mean a lot to me. We're at a little over 1,600 now, and we're growing like crazy. So thank you guys so much for sharing and telling friends and liking videos and just overall showing your support. It really does mean a lot to me. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch this gameplay. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.